Alrighty, welcome to the Narshe review for seed number 15. As usual, we rate the characters in the order in which they joined us at the Narshe review on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being absolutely useless and 10 being totally essential to our team. So, let's just start with the woman of the hour herself, Maria. Maria is a returning veteran. She's always good. She was the first really good character I ever got in a Beyond Chaos seed. And the first one that really made an impact, right? It was in our Ladies Night Out Collateral Damage Edition, where she had Atomic Ray and Absolute Zero tied together as one skill. She also had the Mimic command, and she could equip the Illumina. And she ended up being one of the best character, actually probably the best character we got in that run. Maybe excluding Granny, because Granny had Cure 3 and she was awesome, and is Granny. But anyway, Maria is back. She is the main character of the seed, and she's kind of doing some soul searching here. She's left the spotlight to try and hone her craft and write her own screenplay, and that's what the storyline is we're going with, right? And so, outside of storyline reasons, Maria is ridiculous in this playthrough. So she can equip some decent stuff, obviously, like the Tiger Mask we just got. She can equip Regal Cutlass, stuff like that. But what makes her amazing is the fact that she is our Terra character, and she rolled Magitech as a command. Which, if you didn't know, if you roll Magitech as a command on your Terra character, you get the big list of Magitech, like you do at the beginning of the game. So she got all of the skills in Magitech, 2 of which are incredibly good. Magitech can roll a bunch of different stuff in Beyond Chaos, and sometimes you get Hyperdrive and Shrapnel. And we got Hyperdrive and Shrapnel. So Shrapnel is basically how we have been clearing mobs. It's non-elemental damage, it's really strong, and it hits everything, or one thing, depends on how you target it. And Hyperdrive is perhaps the most powerful single target attack in the entire game. So, and it's non-elemental. It's a Kefka move. So, she's got that. Now, Our Polarity is Dispel and Our Polarity. I used it once. I'll probably never use it again. And she's got a magic command, where she has no magic because there's no reason to teach her any. Because she has Magitech, which is better. So, Maria is an absolute powerhouse. And we are about to lose her, so the power level will go down a little bit without her being around. But, yeah, as soon as she comes back, she's on the team. She's basically going to be on the team. If we have her at all, she's on the team. So, Maria, easily a big fat 10. I said that in the first episode. So, yeah, good job, Maria. Okay, moving on to... We got Frog. And I'm super happy we got Frog, because I've never rolled him before. And, yeah, he's pretty good, too. He's got knives and stuff. He can't equip swords, which is kind of weird. He's got magic, which we taught him poison with the sprint shoes, because that's what it's teaching. And that's kind of how he's been really doing damage. But he's really just a utility character, because he got the most busted status effect causing attack in the game, which is Love Token. It's comboed with Shim Sham there, so we do a little bit of... said doo-doo. We do a little bit of damage with the Shim Sham part, but Love Token is there just to basically make Frog completely immune to physical attacks, because Love Token works on everything in the game, including Final Kefka. So it's really nice that he rolled that. He's also got the X-Magic command, which his magic power isn't great, but eventually he might get pretty good magic from Espers, and maybe one of his Espers will be a magic power-up. Who knows? But as for right now, he's just Love Tokening and Shim Shamming for the most part, and casting poison if we need him to do damage. But Frog, you are cool as hell. He was my first favorite character in Chrono Trigger when I first played the game. I kind of obsessed over Frog and his whole backstory as Glenn and everything. So, yeah, glad to see him. So there you go, there's Frog, and he is, because of Love Token, he's not doing damage, but Love Token is so good, I have to put him at least at a 9. Because it works on everything. Alright, Kuja. Not really one of my favorite villains in Final Fantasy history. I kind of can't stand him. But, yeah, he seemed like freaking another attempt at catching lightning in a bottle with the Sephiroth-style character. and it just bugged me. But regardless of that, he is our Berserker. And he's only got fight, which you've heard me complain about this before. I wish there was a flag that you can turn on that says your Berserker will always get something besides fight. Because fight is boring, and if you roll something besides fight, it's not always good. You know, you can end up with something crap, like we did with Zelda last time when she was a Blitzerker, which is awesome, until she casts Spiraler. So, yeah, I really wish he would have rolled something besides fight, but it's whatever. He's just our Berserker. He's been doing ridiculous damage, because he's a Berserker. He's got the Blizzard Orb, which is casting Tritok, which is a nice early game Esper to be throwing for free. It's going to be obsolete eventually, probably very soon, because things absorb elements, and if it absorbs one element of Tritok, it absorbs all of them. So, there you go for Kuja. I'd say he is the Berserker. I'd probably for now put him at like a 7, just because the Berserker is pretty much always good with physical attacks. So, yep, I'd say he's a 7. Alright, Rad. Rad is potentially the worst character that we got. He's got Morph, Magic, and Revenge Poison. So, Poison's a low-level spell, and we're learning it from Sprint Shoes anyway, so it's not even unique to Rad. And Revenge only does decent damage if he's taken decent damage. So, not really that impressive. He does have this Mithril Claw, though, that has no encounters, which it works like a Moogle Charm, but not a perfect one, so it's more like a Charm Bangle, or a little stronger of one. So we are avoiding some random encounters because of him equipping that, but if that's all he's given us, that's all he's given us. So, yeah, Rad right now, you ain't looking too hot, buddy. I'd probably put you at about a 2. I think you're a 2. I don't think you're quite a 3, and I don't think you're bad enough to be a 1, because at least you have Poison and Revenger. But, yeah, you're definitely a 2. So, sorry, buddy, you were much better in the Green Pants Gang Seed. Alright. And we have Adrian the Alarm Clock, dude. So we got him in Doma, and it popped up, and his name was Adrian, and I just left it that. So, yeah, he's literally an alarm clock. Ding, 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 ding. Everybody wake up. And, outside of hilarity, he's got Question Mark Wind, which is pretty good so far. It's been casting, like, Sandstorm, and, what else did it throw? Wind Slash, and stuff like that. It can throw Gale Cut, which isn't that good, because that's Vargas's move, and it's very low level. But, he also potentially has the chance to throw a W Wind, which is not good. I haven't seen it happen yet, but I'm sure it can happen. And that could wipe us just randomly using his skill. So that's pretty bad. But other than that, he's basically equipping all the same stuff that Frog is. And he's got a magic command that has Regen, Bolt, and Quarter, which is awesome because it's time magic. And I've been having way too much fun with the clock puns. So, I like Adrian. I think he's cool. As dumb as that sounds. But yeah, he is, I'd say he's probably a 5 because of the potential for W Wind. But, yeah. Alright, Adrian. And our penance. We finally got Dwayne as a character. So, Katerin broke up with him. He's trying to find himself again. He's heartbroken, and he's got a gambling problem because he can use cards and dice. But he's really nice, and he wants to support us because he wants to have friends. But our party. Okay, so our party is random buffs for the whole team. Now, the problem with that is he could cast Spiraler, and he did the first time I pressed our party. Now, it's very low chance, actually, because... well, not low chance, but equal chance as everything else, because it's a pretty big list in our party. So, Spiraler should not come up too often, like... it's not going to come up as often as, like, Blitzerking did, you know? So, our party can be pretty good. He does have a magic command. He's learning Poison, he has nothing else. But, yeah. Our party can throw stuff like Starlit, like Golem, like Fenrir. It's got a bunch of Espers in there that are support Espers. I'm almost certain he can throw Big Guard, which will be really good for another character we have. So, Dwayne is not bad. He's not bad. He's just not the best. I would put him at probably a 5 right there with Adrian, because He's always pretty much going to do something good with our party, but he has the chance to kill himself with Spiraler. So there you have it. Alright. And finally, Edward. Edward, oh boy. So right now he's not great. He's got lore, which is going to make him really good eventually. But W-all, never going to use it. It's just R-all, but twice instead of once. So yeah, W-all, don't even worry about it. It's a blank skill, basically. He's got a magic command, which is good. And he's got a few spells in there, including fire. But lore is where he's going to be good, especially if Dwayne decides to cast Big Guard and Edward gets it in his list. But yeah, the lore user pretty much always ends up being good eventually. He doesn't have very good stuff right now. Arrow is good, but it's costing so much MP, and he won't be casting it this battle, except for maybe once, because he's only got 41 MP. But yeah, his list isn't bad. Fire, he's got W-Wind, of course. Scan and Float. Float might be helpful later if we run into stuff quaking us, like we did with the freaking yellow blob monsters last game. But yeah, for now, he's just kind of waiting to be good. So because he has our lore command, I would probably put him at like a 7, probably. I think he has the potential to be a 10 eventually, probably in the World of Ruin when we get Grand Train or Quasar, or 9 probably, actually, because W-all is still a dead skill. But yeah, for the most part, Edward, he's like a 7. So, now that that's all said and done, talking about the seeds so far, these skills have been way more interesting than the last game. The characters, I feel like, are cooler as well, even though they're not all main characters. And I love the fact that we're fighting an army of Luigis. That, I mean, hilarity ensues anytime I see them. And yeah, man, I'm down. I can't wait to see who our Setzer character is eventually, and then obviously our 2 characters in Tommaso as well. But yeah, man, this is a great freaking seed, and I can't wait to keep going. Maria's got to write her masterpiece, man. And she's really been working hard on it. Like, she's taking notes every 2 seconds, you know? But, anyway, that's it for this one. And, I will see you guys in the next episode where we take on a lot of Luigi's, actually. So, thanks you guys for watching, and I will see y'all next time. Peace.